So then is need to empower our education system towards this global challenge. For this, Jignasa is trying to bring together the medical students, teacher, doctor, and administrators of Ayush system together in order to bring the desired changes. In ancient India, young seekers would approach learned sages with one burning desire to acquire knowledge and excel in their chosen path. The sages, in turn, would not only teach them but also prepare them to apply their learning effectively in real life challenges. Inspired by this timeless tradition, Yashasvi Bhav, Prepare, Perform, Prosper, has been designed as a beacon of guidance for second BAMS students. This program is our modern day Gurukul, a comprehensive exam oriented series tailored to help second BMS students master every subject with the support of expert professors. With features like dedicated doubt solving sessions, model question paper practice, and daily classes aligned with the CBDC's curriculum. SSV Bow ensures you are not just prepared but empowered to excel. Let's begin this journey of preparation, performance, and prosperity. I heartily welcome you, Dr. Nagarajnaik Chavhan, sir. Dr. Nagarajnaik Chavhan is working as assistant professor in the department of Samhita Siddhanta at Government Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, Dhanvantari Road, Bangalore. He has completed his MD in Samhita and Siddhanta from STM College of Hassan. He has published 7 articles in different national and international journals, and he has presented 7 oral papers in different national and international conferences with 1 Best Paper Award. He has worked as a member in New Syllabus Framing Committee of Padartha Vijnana by NCISM. He has published a book on Samitha Adyayana-2 He has 5 years of teaching experience with innovative teaching and learning techniques in Samhita and Siddhanta. Heartily welcome you, sir. Now, now I request Dr. Nagarajnaik, sir, to proceed the session. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. At the outstretch, I thank Dr. Trishal and Team Jignasa for considering me as an expert and giving me this opportunity. And I once again thank our beloved HOD, Dr. Anantkatti sir, for suggesting me and guiding me to guide or enhance our students' intelligence while writing the exams and all. So, shall I begin?
Yes, sir.
Share Madla, PPT?
Yes, sir, you can share, sir.
Okay. Is it clear?
Sir. It's clear, sir.
Okay. Start Madla?
Sir. Madi.
Yes. So welcome you all for the today's presentation, Yashasvi Bhava, Exam Orientation and Samhita Adyayana-2, in specific to Charaka Samhita Sutra Sthana, 13th to 30 chapters. So the Samhita Adyayana-2 in exam, paper 1, maximum marks 100, and the time is allotted for the 100 marks paper is 3 hours. In that 100 marks question paper, we have 4 questions as a long answer, and each question carries the 10 marks. Then 8 questions from short answer type. Each question carry 5 marks. Then 20 questions in the format of multiple choice. Each question carries 1 mark. So these are the questions from where, as per the new NCSM curriculum, where and all, or what kind of questions are going to ask. So in a multiple choice questions, must know part, from must know part, 15 multiple choice questions. Then desirable to know part, 3 multiple choice. Then nice to know part, 2 questions will be asked. Then from the short answer, 8 questions, each carries 5 marks. From must know, 7. Then desirable to know, 1 question. There is no question from nice to know variety of the concept. Then 4 long answer questions, 10 marks each from all the questions from must know topics. No question from nice to know or desirable to know. This is what the question paper pattern, and in the same way, the final question paper is also going to frame. Then before going to the topic proper, I want to give some of the hint or tricks to the exam going batch. First and foremost, to give a look on a blueprint of each subject. So today I'm going to highlight overall all the sthanas of blueprint. Then follow the time management in the exam hall. Once the question paper given and the bell by 9, then bell by 12. So if you started, then you have to stop by 12 p.m. only. So with that concept or context, you have to be more concentrated on your time management. Don't leave the direct questions. So direct questions, if we leave, then it's of no use for you also, and it's of no use for the examiners or universities or anyone else. Okay, so write how much it is possible. Try to attempt with the proper time management. Try to attend all the questions. Then try to follow the instructions given by the invigilators. Then basically you have 3 hours and 100 marks question paper in each subject. Then probably when it comes to the time management, you should be more calculated. So the full exam will be 3 hours and it is equal to 180 minutes. Then if it is divided into 1 marks each, then you will get 1.8 minutes for each marks. Then with the same calculation, if you go with the 10 marks question, then approximately you will get 18 to 20 minutes with the 5 printed pages. With the 5 printed pages, you are going to get the 10 marks questions. Then 5 marks question, approximately 9 to 10 minutes with the 3 printed pages. And while printed pages, there is a printed question numbers and page numbers also. So be conscious about that. While writing the exam, many of the students will do the page displacement or mismatch and unknowingly write the question. Second question will be written in the third question paper, question number, like that. So don't do that kind of things. Be conscious about the printed pages and question number which is already printed in your booklets. Okay, if any mismatch or missing is there, the invigilator or the exam person will be there to intimate you. So then you have to concentrate properly. Then for 1 marks question, approximately you will get the 36 minute, but don't give 36 minute over there. Means why I am telling that is because with the calculation you will get that much time, but don't waste time or more time over there. Okay, while attempting the multiple choice questions, save the time and you can use in the writing of the essay type of questions. Then attend the questions or start writing as per your convenience, but management of the time should be followed as above mentioned. Means if you don't want to write from the multiple choice, then start with the long essay, but 20 minutes was your allotted time. Keep it in your mind. With that time expectancy only, you have to manage or you have to write. Both the way of sequence can be followed with proper time management. Attempt in the questions. Means if you want to start with the long essay, start with the long essay. Otherwise, if you want to go from the multiple choice, vice versa. As per your convenient, you do. Then finally, the neat presentation and good handwriting with the slokas is the easy way to score and pass the exams. As per the marks allotted, as per the required, you have to write the slokas and you have to present the paper very neatly and good handwriting. That will be the advantage to get advantage to get score and pass the exams. Then, so these are the 17 chapters in a Sutra Sthana where you are going to get the questions. And I have put the chapters names here. Sometime, why I have kept the chapter's name? Because sometime you may get the question from the chapter name itself. Like write a note on Upakalpani Adhyaya, write a note on Trishoti Adhyaya, or explain about a Sneha Adhyaya as per Charak Samhita, like that. So to write that kind of questions and all, you are supposed to remember the chapter's name. Okay, so that is why these are these chapters names I have kept. So then remaining chapters names are here. Okay, so hope everybody will familiar with all the chapters names. Then you may get some generalized questions if in a Viva OSC exams. If you are failed to answer any other specific questions, then sometime examiner may ask, yes, can you tell me the chapters names of Sutra Sthana or any Sthana names? So at that time you are supposed to remember the chapter names and all. Then this is how the marks distribution or chapter wise distribution of the marks with the type of questions and all. Okay, then from the Sneha Adyaya you will get all the three category of the questions: 1 mark question, 5 marks question, and the 10 marks question. And in the same way, remaining all other chapters also you are going to get. In Ashtadhari Adhyaya there is no long essay or 10 marks question, and in Maharoga Adhyaya also you may not get or you can't get the 10 marks questions. This is how the all the type of the questions they are going to ask in the examination. And you should be conscious that in all the chapters whatever they have meant, what was the pattern mentioned here, in the same way you are going to get the questions. So from remaining other chapters also same. In Santarpani Adhyaya, you will get all the three kind of questions. In Vidishwanitya also, you get all the three type of questions. And except in Annapana Vidhi and Dasha Pranayatanani, you won't get the 10 marks questions. So this is how the distribution of marks and the chapter wise questions can be expected. So this is what the role of Sutra Sthana in a 100 marks question paper. And total 37 marks will be asked from these 17 chapters. So you can expect 2 10 marks questions and 2 5 marks questions, or a short essay or long essay questions, and 7 multiple choice questions. So total altogetherly 37 marks can be expected. Then chapter wise expected questions. Here I haven't gone through the important topics from the each chapter. Rather to mention the important topics, I have mentioned the chapter which questions, what kind of questions or which and all the questions can be expected with the short essay or the long essay type of questions. So we'll go with the one by one. In the Sneha Adhyaya, you can get Sneha Bheda, okay, as a 5 marks question, and write a note on Chaturvidha Sneha and explain Grita as a 5 marks question. It has been asked in the previous Rajiv Gandhi University exams. Write about the Pravicharana Sneha. So total all the Pravicharana Sneha whenever you have to write, so it has to be asked for the 10 marks question. Then they may manipulate here. Okay, so Pravicharana Sneha, or sometimes they mention one Pravicharana Sneha, explain about it like that. Okay, then Sneha Yogya Ayogya means the indications and contraindications of the Snehana. Sneha will be Madhyama Matra, Pravara Matra, that all type of dosage can be dosage based question can be asked. Then the write about the Pravicharana Sneha. Then write about the Pravicharana Sneha, Sneha Yogya Ayogya, write about the Sneha Matra and its indications. The one more question. Then Samyak Snigdha, Asnigdha, and Atisnigdha Lakshana of the Sneha. Okay, so this is also you can expect the 5 marks question. Then Anupana for the different Sneha Dravya. So here you can expect one multiple choice question. So in my whole presentation, I may not cover the what may be the multiple choice questions, but wherever majority can ask, there I will cover the multiple choice questions only. So here Anupana for the different Sneha Dravya, when it comes, there you may get one multiple choice question. Okay. With the Snehana Anupana and all. Okay, so this is about the expected questions in Sneha Vidhi, Sneha Adhyaya. Then coming to the Sweda, so once again the classification of the Sweda, Sagni, Niragni, that classification and all, that will be asked for the 5 marks, or Sneha Veda, and explain one anyone among the Sagni or Niragni will be Sweda will be mentioned. Then Samyak Sweda, Asveda, and Atisveda Lakshana can be expected for the 5 marks question. Write indications and contraindications of the Sweda, means the Yogya Yogya. Once again, the similar question with the Sneha. Then write a note on Sagni Sweda and explain Jentaka Sweda. So this is the repeatedly asked question where in a previous year of university exams. Then write a note on Niragni Sweda, so 5 marks question. So each there are 10 Niragni Sweda. So about each type of Sweda, each one explanation can be asked for the 5 marks question. Then benefits of the Svedana, the beginning of the chapter itself, it is there, and Falashruti of the Svedana also there. So so generally benefits, what may be the benefits of the Svedana, can also expect the 5 marks question. So any one type of Sagni Sveda can be asked for 5 marks. So like Jentaka, Nadi, Prastara, Sankara and all. So among all the 13 Sagni Sveda, there may be chances of asking one type of Sagni Sveda for 5 marks question. So these are the expected questions from the Sveda Vidhi. Then coming to the Upakalpaniya. Okay, coming to the Upakalpaniya Adhyaya, write a note on Upakalpaniya Adhyaya. So this is what the expected direct question here. Okay, so I told in the beginning itself to try to remember the chapter's name. See, write a note on Upakalpaniya Adhyaya. Previously, this kind of questions used to ask. Okay, so you have to cover the full the chapter, what and all the things are there in that particularly, and you have to brief out as a whole chapter, and you have to write the explanation related to that. Vamana Vidhi, in generally Vamana Vidhi will be having a Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, Paschat Karma and all, and indications, contraindication, that all the explanation to be written, and up to the Samsarjana Krama, you have to cover that when it comes to the Vamana Vidhi as a whole. So when it is asked for the 10 marks question, you have to cover all those things. Then explain Vamana Vidhi, Ayoga, Samyak and Atyoga Lakshana. This is also the similar type of question can be expected. Then Samsarjana Krama, yes, very small explanation will be available, but this can be expected, and it is also mentioned in Stangarudya, then Charaka Siddhya also. But in this chapter, whatever the explanation it is there, that much explanation you are supposed to write. Then Virechana Vidhi also can be asked for the 5 marks question, or sometime they may ask the 10 marks question with adding the Ayoga, Yoga, Samyak Yoga, Atyoga Lakshana and all. Then Vamana and Virechana Upadravas can be expect. Samyak Virechana Lakshana can also be expect the 5 marks questions here. Okay, so these are the chapters where from the Upakalpaniya Adhyaya, what these questions can be expected. Then Chikitsa Prabhutiya, Samyak, Ayoga and Atyoga Lakshana of the Virechana. Okay, then discuss the importance of Svabhava Paramavada in Chikitsa. Okay, so the second question is expected from Chikitsa Prabhutiya here. So Svabhava Paramavada you have studied in Padartha also, in Charaka. So those all the information, whatever you have studied, those all togetherly you can write the Svabhava Paramavada. But when it comes to this Chikitsa specifically, concentrate from the Chikitsa Prabhutiya and what the explanation it is there, and commentary part whatever it is there. So all togetherly you have to write about the Svabhava Paramavada in Chikitsa. Then Kiyanta Sirasiya, once again, the write a note on Shiro Roga. Okay, so Nidhana, Samprapti, Lakshana, Bheda of the Shiro Roga. So 5 types of Shiro Roga with the Doshik predominant. And in the general 3 pages answer you have to prepare. If they ask, they may ask among these 2. Okay, then Rudroga with the Nidhana, Samanya Samprapti or Samprapti, Lakshana and all. Then the next question expected is Prameha Pidaka. Okay, so 5 marks question can be asked. They may ask you Prameha Pidaka, explain one Pidaka. Yeah, in generally same question can be asked there. So there you have to write all the Prameha Pidakas with their identification, their size, shape with the Doshik predominant and all, that all things to be written. Then Dosha Gati. So basically the 3 Gati, same explanation with the Dosha Gati, in generally whatever we know in the previous references and all, that all togetherly can be written. Then 18 types of Kshaya here. So that all the 18 type of Kshaya to be briefed out, or sometime enlist the Kshaya or enlist the 18 type of Kshaya, or explain some specific Kshaya they will ask. So accordingly you have to plan your answer. Then Oja Kshaya, Karana and the Lakshana. So to the point, So specifically you have to write what are the Ksheya Karana and the Lakshanas. You have studied in Ashtanga Sutra Sthana also, then here Charaka also. So both togetherly you have to compile and you have to write your answer. Then Vidruti can be asked for the 5 marks questions. The types will become Nidana, Samprapti, and sometime in briefly they have mentioned the Chikitsa also. So that all points togetherly you are supposed to write under the heading called as the Vidruti. Then Trishoti Adhyaya, Shota Bheda, and explain the Nija Shota was the 10 marks question can be expected. Then you have to explain what are the Nija Shota and Agantaja Shota, their Karana, their Lakshana and all. Okay. Then explain Sthaniya Shota and write a note on Rohini. Okay. So Sthaniya Shota, there are many types. And there are different diseases. So in the place of Rohini, they may ask some other the Shota also. Okay, so any other Shota can be added and they'll frame the question. Then Roga Veda based on the Sadhya Sadhata, very commonly asked question sometime. Okay, we have studied in the Ashtanga, in the Charaka, and here also we are studying. So hope this will be the easiest question to all can be written. Then explain Prakruta Dosha Karma. We have studied since Ashtanga Hridaya, Charaka and all. So sometime we may expect, as per Charaka, when it comes, they may ask this question. Because sometimes we neglect it. After studying from the Ashtanga Hridaya, we won't study the slokas or we won't recite the slokas from Charaka Samhita. So with that interest or with that perspective, they may going to ask this question. Then I explain Trividha Bodhya Sangraha, very, very important, Trividha Bodhya Sangraha. Those three to be written clearly and that has to be applied. What is the clinical utility or importance of Trividha Bodhya Sangraha and all, and it will be there at the last part of the chapter. So that has to be clearly identified and make your short note on the Trividha Bodhya Sangraha. So specific question from the Trishoti Adhyaya, this question can be expected. So Prakruti, Adhisthana and the Karana were considered the Trividha Bodhya Sangraha. How they are going to make a role in the disease manifestation. Okay, so with that perspective, you have to more concentrate on Trividha Bodhya Sangraha. Can be expected for the 5 marks question. This is about the Trishotya. The next is the Trishotya. Then Ashtodariya. So no 10 marks question from this chapter especially. Write a different classification of the Roga Bheda can be asked as a general question. Any one classification based on the number can be asked. Explain Ashtaudara, explain Panchagulma, like that rarely. But you can expect the multiple choice question from this chapter especially. Okay, based on when it comes to the numbers and all, sometimes the twisted questions or difficult questions when they wanted to frame, at that time you may get the multiple choice question from this chapter especially. Okay, so this is about the Ashtodariya. Then the next chapter is Maharoga Adhyaya. So no 10 marks question once again. So differentiate Nija and Agantuja Roga, Nija Roga and Agantuja Roga. They may ask for 5 marks question. So explain Nanatmaja Vikara. It is also repeatedly asked for a question. Define a Nanatmaja Vikara or explain Nanatmaja Vikara and specifically enlist the Vataja Nanatmaja Vikara. So they will manipulate the question and they will ask. Sometimes this question is also asked for the 10 marks question also. Okay. So marks can be manipulated with the questions. Okay, so you should be ready with whatever the marks they may, but you should know the answer. Okay, then enlist the Kafaja Nanatmaja Vikaras because the numbers of Kafaja Vikaras are less. So they may expect you to write all the Kafaja Nanatmaja Vikaras and with 5 marks only. Okay, so you have to write over there. Then Tridosha Chikitsa as per Maharoga Adhyaya. So when they concentrate the Charaka only or a chapter directly, at that time they will get these questions because they have explained about the different similes they are given with the dosha chikitsa. And with that perspective, they may ask Tridosha Chikitsa, best line of treatment or best treatment for the Vata, best treatment for the Kapha, best treatment for the Pitta dosha. What was the simile they had given? With that perspective, you may get Tridosha Chikitsa as per Maharoga Adhyaya. So this is what the Maharoga Adhyaya questions we can expect. Then the Astoninditiya. So write a note on Astoninditiya directly. It may be, sometime it may be 10 marks question, or sometime it may be the 5 marks question. Chikitsa Sutra of Ati Sthula and Ati Krusha Purusha. So this is this question can be asked for the 10 marks. Okay, because all the treatment portion has to cover. So at that time, you can write up to 5 marks about these two entities. Then Nidra was the generalized and repeatedly asked topic in this particular chapter especially. They may ask in a different way. Define Nidra, Nidra Karana, Samyak Nidra and Ayoga Nidra Lakshana, 10 marks. Then write and explain Nidra Bheda. This was the repeatedly asked question in previous year exams. Then Ati Sthula Purusha Chikitsa, 5 marks individually it can be asked. Then if they make you people to write for the 10 marks question, you can expect generalized question like write a note on Nidra. So this is what the 10 marks question where you are going to get in your examinations. Then coming to the Langana Brahmani Adhyaya, I'm not stressing more on the multiple choice questions. You may get multiple choice question in any part of or any corner of the each chapter. So make you people to be comfortable with what can be suspected from which chapter, or what question or what kind of questions can be suspect or expect the multiple choice questions. Make you people to be comfortable. I'm just concentrating on the short essay and the long essays. Wherever I'll get the idea, I'll give a hint for the multiple choice questions. So explain Shadupakrama. So it can be get 10 marks question. Explain Chatush Prakara Langana. So these both the questions are asked many times in the Rajiv Gandhi University exams. Then you may get a chance of getting the multiple choice question in Shadupakrama. So there are one line or half of line shlokas are there. Rukshanam, Snehanam, Brahmanam. So while getting the definition of that particular Shadupakramas, there you may get any one multiple choice questions. So that is about the Langana and Brahmana. What is meant by Langana? What is meant by Brahmana? The definitions, whatever it is mentioned, from there you may get the multiple choice question. Then Chatush Prakara Langana also you will get the repeatedly asked question it is. Then coming to the Santarpaniya. So Santarpana Janna Roga Karana, Lakshana and Chikitsa Sutra. So 10 marks question. So you can expect here. Then Apatarpana Janya Roga, Karana, Lakshana and Chikitsa Sutra. Then Sadhyak Kshina and Chirakalina Kshina, Chikitsa Sutra, 5 marks question. Okay. So see the content of the question or the point to be asked in the particular question to be understand very clearly, and you have to plan your answers. Santarpanajanya Roga, Karana, Lakshana and Chikitsa Sutra. So all the Santarpanajanya Roga to be mentioned there, their Karana, their Lakshana, and finally you have to write the Chikitsa. So with the proper paragraph, with the subheadings properly, you have to cover the all related answer in the particular questions and all. So that is what the Santarpaniya related questions. Then coming to the Vidishonitiya, Raktadushti Karana, Raktadushti Janya Vikara and Raktaja Roga Chikitsa Sutra. So Raktadushti Karana we were studied from the Dhatu Vrutti, Kshaya Lakshana from Ashtanga Hridaya also. So all togetherly you have to mention there. Then what are the diseases, what are the treatment and all. Okay, it is mentioned here. So to the point, specifically you have to mention about that. Then write a Nidhana, Samprapti, Lakshana and Chikitsa Sutra of Sannyasa. So these are the still more expected questions. And Sannyasa was asked in many times. Okay, so then Mada Murcha also asked many times. Sometime generally they use word Mada Murcha Sannyasa. So you have to cover all those three and you have to write. So here the specific Nidhana is there, specific Samprapti, specific Lakshana and types with the doshik predominant, and you have to write the chikitsa also, it is mentioned. Okay, so Mada, Murcha, Sannyasa, all three togetherly can be asked for 10 marks question, or Sannyasa only can be asked for the 5 marks question, or Mada, Murcha togetherly, or Mada directly can be asked. Then here also you may get some of the multiple choice questions. Okay, which dosha predominant in Mada, which dosha predominant in Murcha. Okay, what may be the cause, what may be the treatment. One line or one word questions can be expected in these Mada, Murcha, Sannyasa and all. So this is about the Vidhi Shonitiya and expected questions. Then the next chapter is Ejja Purushiya. So write a note on Ejja Purushiya Sambhasha Parishat. So this question can be expected. It may be asked for the 10 marks also, it may be asked for the 5 marks also. Then enlist the Agra Dravyas. Okay, Agra Dravya. So total 152 Agra Dravyas are there. So among them, you just, if they ask this question or 5 marks or 10 marks, first you write what actually the Agra Dravya and what is the uses of these kind of dravya to be mentioned over there. Then mention some of the dravyas and with their disease indications or particular falashruti. So it is not so mandatory that all 152 to be written, but depends upon the marks. You have to decide yourself and make you to be comfortable and write the answers. Then Purusha and Roga Vruddhi Karana, the direct specific question, and write a note on Hita Ahita Harasayana Vichara. So generally we know very well from Vimanasthana also we studied Sutra, also we studied in Stangruti also we have studied Ahara Vidhi or Ahara Sayana Vidhi. Now then one more most expected question in this chapter is define Patya and its importance in Ayurveda. So that 2-line shloka is there, definition of the Patya, Patyam, Patona, Petam, like that shloka has to be written, and what is the importance of the Patya, and you have to specify or you have to give some examples with the disease, in which disease which is Patya, which is like some of the diseases name with the examples if you write, then it will be sufficient about the particular question. Then write a note on Asava and its origin with examples. So as a topic I have taken this question, sometime you may not get this question, but still for your knowledge or for your concern I have taken this question. So there are types of asava they have mentioned, with the examples they have mentioned, what is the mode of action, what are the indications, that all things will be there. Make a short note and write about this question too. Then the next is Atreya Bhadra Kapiya. So this chapter will be the same repeated questions or repeated concepts from Anna Swarupa, and in Charaka also we came across, in Vimana also we came across Dravya, Guna, Rasa, Guna, Virya, Vipaka and all. Those are the common questions where we'll get. Okay. Then Dravya Guna, write a note on Dravya Guna. So generally without preparation also you can write these questions, and especially from this chapter we can expect this question only. But Rasa Sankhya Sambhasha Parishat, it is there. It is there, no? So that has to be studied properly, and that particular question can be asked in the two ways. One is write a note on Rasa Sankhya Sambhasha Parishat or Rasa Nirnayaka Sambhasha Parishat. So this question can be expected, and in some of the textbooks there is a table with the serial number, name of the Acharya, and how many rasas they have mentioned. If you wrote the table also, it is more than sufficient over there. Then Dravya Guna, you know very well, and explain in detail about the Shadrasa Utpatti, their Guna, Karma, and Panchabhautikatva Sangatana. You can write it from Ashtanga perspective or in Charaka's perspective, Charaka Samhita's perspective. Then both the Prabhava very well. In the Dravya Guna also you studied, Ashtanga also you studied in Charaka also. Especially Dravya Guna Karma. Dravya Guna probably in Dravya Guna paper 1, I think these topics once again these topics are going to repeat. Okay. So then write a note on Rasa Anurasa. This is the expected question. Try to note it down. Rasa Anurasa, differentiate or explain Rasa Anurasa. Then Tikta Rasa or any one Rasa can be asked for the 5 marks question. It is repeatedly asked in first phase also. Then Virya Vipaka. Then one more very most important topic in this particular chapter is Viruddha Ahara. There are 8 types of Viruddha, and your question will be continuous with the relevance in present era. So how these Viruddhaharas are going to hampering the present lifestyle of the individual and how they are going to produce the diseases. With that relevance, you have to write. Then whenever the relevance of the Viruddhahara is more in present scenario, with that perspective, they may get or they may ask this question in your exams. So here the first one, Rasa Sankhya Parishad, Rasa Niranayaka Sambhasha Parishad was the one, then Rasa Anurasa was the one, then the Viruddhahara. These three were the most likely asking questions in your exams. So this is about the Rasa Sambhasha or Atreya Bhadrakapi. Okay, so this is what the questions. Then the next is Annapana Vidhi Adhyaya, the no 10 marks questions. So here also the repetitions, Go Rasa Varga, the Krutana Varga. Then write the Guna, Karma and benefits of Anupana. Try to note down write the Guna, Karma and benefits of the Anupana was most likely expected question in this chapter especially. Then the next is generally we know very well about the Dadi and Dadi Sevana Vidhi and all. So that is also can be expected a 5 marks question from this chapter especially. So in this chapters most likely Anupana was the expected question. Then Gorasa Varga or Dadi Sevana Vidhi, these three. Or sometime if they wanted to change, then they'll ask the Kritana Varga. Kritana Varga we have already studied in Astanga Rudya also. Anna Swarupa, there we have studied already. And to be specific, what are the Kritana Vargas, what are the preparations, how much quantity, Dravya, Jala or any other the Dravyas to be taken to prepare the particular type of Kritana Varga, that has to be remember and add to be written very clearly. Then Manda, Peya, Vilepi, those were considered as the Kritana Varga. And try to remember the proportion of water. If you don't know, generally from the perspective from the Rasa Shastra and the Vaisheshika Kalpana also, there also you may come across with the Kritana Varga preparations. So generally you can add all those references with the explanations. You can write the explanation of Kritana Varga. So this is about the Annapana Vidhi Adhyaya. Then coming to the Vividashita Pitiya. So benefits of Hita, Ahita, Hara, Sevara can be expected for the 5 marks question. Write a note on Rasadi, Pradoshada, Vikara. This is mostly likely question. Okay, so any one Rasa Pradoshaja or Dhatu Pradoshaja Vikara can be asked for 5 marks. In generally, if they want to ask for the 10 marks question, write a note on Rasadi Pradoshaja Vikara and its Chikitsa. It is specifically mentioned. You can make a table or you can make your own paragraphs and make your the answer to be clear. Okay, so this is what the one more expected question. Then Karana for Dosha Gati from Shaka to Kosta and Kosta to Shaka. The specific 2 slokas are there. Those slokas to be written and with their explanation, you can cover the particular explanation about the Dosha Gati. Okay, so this is about the Vividha Ashita Pitiya. Then Dasha Pranayatana, there is no 10 marks question. If they ask, they only ask the 5 marks question only. Write the Dasha Pranayatanani with the minimal explanation how much it is there. That has to be written there. Then Pranavisara and Rogavisara Vaidya Lakshana. So previously also you have studied. With the same knowledge, you can cover these questions. Then Chadmachara Vaidya is Chikitsya Nishedita, justify. So this kind of some more expected questions can be get. Okay, why this Chadmachara Vaidya is Chikitsya Nishedita? Why he is not fit for the Chikitsa? That justification it is there to the point it is there. So that answer will be expected from the students. Then Artedasha Mahamuliya. So very basic information. These all concept has been studied in Padartha or when it comes to the introduction to Ayurveda and all. There probably you have studied all these concepts. Okay, irrespective of that, once again, sometimes we don't know from where that reference. Okay, here the information or the references. Define Ayu, components of Ayu and its importance. Explain Ashtanga Ayurveda. Okay, Then write Hitayu and Ahitayu Lakshana. Write Prayojana of Ayu and the meaning of Artha as explained in Arthadasha Mahamulya. This was the question we were asked in the previous exams. So the last question, write Prayojana of Ayu and meaning of the Artha as explained in Arthadasha Mahamulya Adhyaya was the repeatedly asked question in the Rajiv Gandhi University exams. So these are the expected questions from each chapter of the Charaka Samhita or Samitha Adyayana-2 from the Sutra Sthana. So hope it is clear to everyone. I haven't mentioned the important topics from the each chapter, but same topics has been made into the questions and covered with all the expected short essay and long essay questions. Then, as I have mentioned in the beginning itself, the blueprint in general instructions to write the exams, I have mentioned the blueprint. So now I am sharing the blueprint of Samitha Adyayana-2 as a whole here. And one more instruction to all the students that don't neglect this blueprint in all other subjects like Dravyaguna, Swastarutta, Agadatantra, Rashastra and all. Please go and refer the blueprint of each subject. It will be there in the last pages of your syllabus. Okay, curriculum, whatever it is there in that. And it will be helpful you to where you are supposed to concentrate more and where you are supposed to concentrate very less. And whatever the blueprint it is there, accordingly the question paper is going to frame very much relevant and very much important point for your examinations. And also everyone should give a look on the blueprint of all the subjects. So let us begin with the same long essay questions. See, I have already given the chapter wise questions. And now I am giving the chapter wise for each question or question can be asked from which chapter. So it is very clear to everyone that if they are going to ask, first question will be from these chapters only, no changes at all. Okay, so in the previous slides we have already discussed the what may be the 5 marks questions, what may be the 10 marks questions from each chapter. If the question number 1 will be or must be asked from these chapters, and each chapter related questions are already there in the previous slides. So it will be very much helpful. So make a plan. So now you got the idea that yes, if the 5 marks question from the Sneha Vidhi, what may be, or Sweda, what may be, then 10 marks question from this chapter or Trishotya, which kind of question can be expected. So all the questions from each chapter will be there. Then plan accordingly and make you people to be comfortable. Then question number 2 will be from these chapters only, no other ways. Okay, then each chapter will be each chapter questions are already there with you people. Okay, so follow these blueprints from your examination perspective, so that it will be more helpful you people to get score more. Then coming to the question number 3, once again I have covered from the Nidana, Vimana and all the other sthanas also. See here in the Nidana sthana, whenever you get the question, there are different type of question can be asked. So prameha nidhana, samprapti, lakshana and bheda. This was the common question from Nidana sthana. So same pattern can be asked in different diseases also. Okay, so if the 10 marks question is there, you will get the question like this only. If 5 marks question they ask prameha bheda directly, okay, then kushta bheda, okay, maha kushta, directly they'll ask for 5 marks question. Then apasmara nidana, you will get a direct question like nidana, samprapti, bheda, lakshana, like that. Then coming to the raktapitta nidana, raktapitta as a whole disease, samprapti, lakshana, bheda and sadhya sadhyata of the raktapitta. That was the added question when it comes to the 10 marks question, raktapitta, from raktapitta. Okay, sadhya sadhyata they'll compulsorily they'll add with the 10 marks question whenever they are going to ask from raktapitta nidhana. Then shosha also they're same, the types their bheda and general question can be expected. Okay, so then sometime Shadrupa Raja Yakshma will be there, but remaining all Other will be from the Chikitsa Sthana. But from the Shota, you can, that the three types based on the Nidana based types of Shosha, there you will get, one can be asked for the 5 marks question. Then Jwara Nidana, the Nidana Panchaka was the expected for 10 marks question there. Okay. Then 5 marks question directly Samprapti. Yesterday's in Anand Katti sir's session, you may have gone through that. What may be the 5 marks question from the Jwara Nidana? Then Unmada as a general question you may get, or Bhutonmada was the one more concept that can be asked for 5 marks individually. So this is how the question paper pattern from the Nidhana Sthana. Okay, so step by step, there was subheadings, and accordingly the pattern of presentation also should be there. This is what the expected 3 marks question from these expected chapters. Third question from long essay. Okay, fourth question from the long essay. Trividha Roga Vishesha Vijnaniya, Trividha Kukshiya, the Roga Vishakjitiya, then Roganika, Janapadod Dhamsaniya, Sroto Vimana, Vyadita Rupiya Vimana, then Rasa Vimana. So, sir has covered very much clearly. Okay, so same long essay pattern of questions can be expected. Fourth question must be from Vimana Sthana. Okay, try to remember fourth question in your 100 marks question paper will be from Vimana Sthana only, and to be specific from these chapters only. Okay, yesterday sir has mentioned very clearly which question can be expected from each chapter. So with that point of view, you plan what maybe the question can be asked in 10 marks. Then short answer questions specifically. So coming to the Sutra Sthana, I have clearly mentioned which kind of for what and all the 5 marks and 10 marks questions very clearly. So question number 1 will be from the Sutra Sthana only, and in Sutra Sthana from these chapters only the 5 marks question is going to ask. Okay, so hope it is clear to everyone. Then next second question, Charaka Sutra 28, 26, 25, 22, 23, 24, 21 and 30, 29 and 27. So from these chapters you are going to get the next question. Then third question, once again from the Nidana. See here, when it comes to the Prameha, 5 marks question, types can be asked. Okay, then Kushtadalli, in Kushta, Mahakushta can be asked. Okay, then Gulma, Rakta Gulma can be asked. Gulma, Lakshana, Bheda, and explain Rakta Gulma is the 5 marks question. Okay, or Rakta Gulma individually or single, it can be asked for the 5 marks question. Then Apasmara Nidhana. Okay, then Rakta Pitta Nidhana. I have told in Rakta Pitta Sadhya Sadhyata. Once again, Sadhya Sadhyata in the Rakta Pitta can be asked for the 5 marks question. Then Shosha, once again, a type of Shosha can be asked for 5 marks. Then Jwara Nidhana. Then the Nidhana Panchaka can also be asked in 5 marks question also. Then Samprapti types are also can be asked for the 5 marks question. Then Unmada as a whole, or any one type of Unmada, or sometime they'll specific Unmada, Nidhana, Samprapti and Lakshana, or they won't ask the Beda, or sometimes they may ask Beda. So this is how the manipulation will be there. So when they ask that kind of questions at that time, you have to plan accordingly. Then the next question will be from Vimana Sthana, especially Trividha Roga Vishesha Vijnaniya, Trividha Kukshiya, okay, Janapadod Dhamsaniya, then Rasa Vimana. So previous presentations, just to give a look and make you people to be comfortable. The next question is also from Roga Vishakjitiya, Roganika Vimana, then Sroto Vimana. See, 5 marks question means must some specific answer will be there to the point. Then Vyadita Rupiya Vimana. Then next question will be from Atulya Gotriya. It comes to the Sharira Sthana now. Okay, mark distributions and all were taught in the previous sessions. Mahati Garbhava Kranti, Khutika Garbhava Kranti Adhyaya. So from these 4 chapters, you will get 1 5 marks question. Then question number 7, Sharira Sankhya, then Sharira Vichaya, okay, Jati Sutriya, Purusha Vichaya, From these 4 chapters, you will get one 5 marks question. So better you prefer with some of the Hindi textbooks. At the end of the chapter, there are some important topics has been mentioned. So if you go through those topics, no, definitely you will get these suspected or expected questions. Okay, you can suspect them. So this topic can be asked, this topic can be asked. Okay, so in Sharira Sthana, you'll get the direct topics over there in each chapter. The summary of the chapter, whatever it is mentioned, there you will get the direct topics. Then question number 8, Anujyotiyam, Indriya Sthana once again. Okay, Anujyotiyam, Varnaswariyam, Panurupiyam. These all chapters will give the one more question. So then multiple choice. Okay, question number 1 will be must from Sneha and Sweda. Question number 2 will be from Kiyanta Siresi. And see, when you observe these blueprints, no, at that time, you can think of it in this chapter. What may be the multiple choice question, or what kind of question can be asked? Okay, just think of it and plan. Then question number 3 will be from Maharoga. Then question number in Trishotiya. Then Ashtodariya. Then question number 4 will be from Langana Brahmaniya. I mentioned Langana Brahmaniya. There will be a type of multiple choice question can be asked. Okay, with that sloka only. Fill in the blank they can. Okay, then Ashtaninditiya once again. Then Santarpaniya, 5th question. Then Vidishonitiya, 5th question. Question number 6, 28, 26, and 25. Okay. Sambhasha Parichet, number of rasa according to different authors can be expected here. Then Rakta Matra, how much quantity of blood to be drained, that quantity can be asked there in Vidishonitiya. Sorry, Vidisha, that will be there in the Vidishonitiya. Then Atraya Bhadrakapiya, then Yajapurishya. So these chapters having chances of asking one mark questions. Then Artyadasha Mahamuliya, then Dasha Pranayatana. There also you can expect one question. Then question number 8 also from Nidhana Sthana directly. Okay, so with the dosha involvement, gati of the Rakta Pitta, Bheda based question, Sadhya Sadhyata, which rasa is good for the type of Rakta Pitta, Sadhya Sadhyata, based on that you can. Then Jora Nidhana also some Prapti based, or the fill in the blank like Puru Rupa definition, Lakshana or Rupa definition, Samprapti definition, fill in the blank type. Okay, then types of Jora according to different context. Okay, so like that questions can be expected from the Jora Nidhana. Then question number 9, Prameha. Okay, so types based on classification or types, numbers. There also you can get Prameha multiple choice questions. In Gulma also, how many types of Gulma? Okay, in some of the treatment methods or doshik involvement, those all will be the criteria for asking the multiple choice question from Gulma. Then question number 10 is from Kusta Nidhana. So numbers can be asked. Doshik predominant in Kusta. So Kitiba Kusta is dominant with dash dosha. Okay, Eka Kusta, or like individual Kusta with the dominant of dosha. Then in Sosha also you will get some of the multiple choice questions. Then question number 11 will be Apasmara Nidhana and Unmada Nidhana there. Okay, so doshik dominant types. Okay, then Samprapti, like that, different criteria based question can be expected. Question number 12 from Trivida Kukshiya, Janapada Dhamsaniya, Rasa Vimana. Then question number 13 will be Trivida Roga Vishesha Vijnaniya, then Stroto Vimana, then Roganika Vimana. 14th question, Vadita Rupiya. So Roganika, there also you may get. Okay, so yesterday topic nearly or here and there you may get questions. Then see, one question, Roga Bishak Jitya, compulsorily one question, only one chapter, one multiple choice question. Note it down. 15th question from Charaka Vimana 8th chapter. I say, of course, it is a big chapter, but one multiple choice question. Probably the Vada, those all there, no? Vada Margasanal. From there you may get that. Then question number 16 from the Sharira Sthana, 2nd and 1st chapter. Then question number 17, you may get it from chapter number 4 3, and 5. Then coming to the 18th question, Sharira Sankhya, Sharira Vichaya, Jati Sutriya. Then question number 19, then Varnaswariya, Pushpitikam, then Indriyanikam, then Purvarupiyam. So then 20th question, so 9th chapter, 11th chapter, 8th and 12th. From these chapters, you are going to get the questions of multiple choice. So try to cover all the syllabus points and concentrate on the blueprint, and don't more think of about the multiple choice questions. It may be. So when you are going to attempt the multiple choice questions, read the questions correctly. If you know the answer, then directly go on write it. Don't read the options, don't cross check or anything else. If you get the doubt, then try to exclude among the 4, then which one is the nearest answer or which one is relevant to the question or the topic what they are asked. So accordingly, you think and decide and final the answer. Don't leave even multiple choice questions to sometime you may get grace, okay, in some of the subjects, okay. If the question is wrong or options are not correct, then you may get the multiple choice as a grace marks. So use that method also, and make your exam preparation to be comfortable. And thank you, and wish you all the best for your exams. Do the best, and you are the best. And if you have any doubts, you are open to ask now. Thank you. Hello.
Sir.
Any questions?
Sir, there are no questions asked, sir.
Okay. Yes. Then what next? Shall we wind up, or anything else to be asked, or anything irrespective of the topic? If anything else is there, let me know. I'll try to correct. Is Katti sir joined? Kiran?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. Okay, no problem. Is that clear to everyone, those who are there?
Sir, it was very helpful, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful informative session. This had been helpful for many students. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, thank you all for the patience hearing and giving me this opportunity. Shall I exit, Bogla?
Sure, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.